Welcome to another episode of Brain Scratch Case Cracked. I'm your host, John Lorden. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. You know, last month we looked at a lot of very, very dark cases. We were trying to follow a theme for last month, and the content got pretty heavy. So we wanted to kick off November right. And you guys know how passionate I am about missing persons cases. I love when we get to talk about missing persons cases where the person is actually found. All the cases we're talking about today were solved by Good Samaritans. We'll be reviewing a few different missing person cases in California, each and every one of them solved by caring members of the community, people that took the extra step, went the extra mile. We start with the story of 97-year-old Glennetta Belford. Glennetta, who has dementia and is mostly nonverbal, was reported missing by family members on September 30th, 2019. Around 4:15 p.m. in Roseville, California, the local police department began alerting the public to her disappearance. "Help us locate a missing person," the police department posted on Facebook and announced over loudspeakers throughout the community. While they were out playing, a group of local youngsters, Logan Hultman, Cashton Claiborne, McKenna Rogers, and Hope Claiborne, all under the age of 11, immediately sprang into action. My friends Hope and McKenna heard a helicopter saying a 97-year-old lady was missing, Logan told CNN. So they came to grab me and my friend Cashton and told us about the missing lady. We all grabbed our bikes and started searching. The group looked all over their neighborhood, on sidewalks, streets, and nearby trails, even searching the local park and around Cooley Middle School. Police had announced that Glennetta liked to hunker down and hide in a location. So everyone decided to climb to the top of a nearby hill to get a better view of the whole neighborhood. Unfortunately, as they came down the hill, Logan went over a bump and fell off his bicycle, scraping his arm and his leg. Even though they were getting discouraged and one of their own had been hurt, the group returned to Logan's home to bandage his wounds and have some dinner before resuming their search. Quote, "Even after Logan took a fall down a hill, the kids went back out and were very determined," said Logan's mother, Alyssa Hultman. Next, they searched the neighborhood around the senior center from which Glennetta went missing. Finding nothing, before they gave up and returned home, the group decided to look around their own neighborhood. 2.5 hours after Glennetta was reported missing, the children spotted her just a few blocks away from their homes. She was talking to herself and kept saying, go away, I'm talking to my friend." But nobody was there, Logan said. Hope called 911, and we waited with her until they arrived. Logan reported the group of friends were excited and happy to have found the woman safe. "We had a party in my treehouse, eating goldfish and watching TikToks to celebrate," he said. "It shows a lot of their character and the type of people they are," said Logan's mother. All of the parents said they were humbled and proud of their children for the help they provided. They are a great group of caring kids, and it's events like this that will really help shape them into their future selves, added Christina Rogers, McKenna's mother. The Roseville Police Department shared a photo of the group on Facebook and said everyone at the precinct was surprised when they got a call from the junior detectives. "This is a great example of our exceptional community coming together to lend a helping hand," Roseville Police said. "This proves a great point. Age is just a number, and anyone can help out in a time of need." When asked why they decided to search for the missing woman, Logan's mother said her son gave her a very good reason. "He looked at me like I was almost crazy and said, 'Because somebody needed help, Mom. And when people need help, you go and help them. That's what we do.'" Logan's mother told Fox 40, "So that right there, that makes you proud." Earlier this year, still in California, but almost 500 miles away, we got another story of a Good Samaritan finding a missing person with special needs. Chyanne Thomas was only working for the Vista Post Office for just over a year, but that first year would prove to be very exciting. On April 18th, 2019, a 15-year-old girl with autism named Abby Motzer was reported missing. Abby had wandered away from home without her phone or wallet. More than 80 volunteers spread across the surrounding area trying to find the teen. Police approached Chyanne during her shift the next day, asking if she had seen Abby in the area. She reported that she had noticed the flyers but hadn't found Abby. Promising to keep her eyes open, she resumed her route. On the afternoon of April 20th, she noticed a young teen who fit Abby's description and stopped. It was Abby, and she was standing barefoot in a drainage ditch off East Bobier Drive. I immediately flamed into action, Thomas told Fox 5 News. I pulled over with no hesitation. I had training in behavioral health and working with children on the spectrum. It helped me to know what to do in the situation. Chyanne knew that she had to be careful how she approached Abby, or the girl would run before authorities could get to them. So, she decided to play the victim herself. I'm missing, she told the young teen. She goes, "You're missing? I'll stay, I'll help." I played her role, Chyanne recalls. 911 was called, and within minutes, Abby was picked up and reunited with her family. Although she was a bit dehydrated, she was healthy and happy to be home. Chyanne says postal carriers are naturally eagle-eyed and always aware of their surroundings, especially since they get to know their routes so well. Us mail carriers, we notice everything, she stated. We don't miss a thing. Just a couple of weeks later, in late April, she spotted a toddler alone and wandering in the road while talking to herself. After waiting for a moment to see if a parent would come to intervene, she sprang into action yet again. I immediately jumped out of the truck again. She came and squeezed me so tight with tears, Chyanne stated. She was so excited that someone helped out. She stood with the 3-year-old who didn't speak English for another 15 minutes, hoping a parent would find them before deciding to call 911. Within moments, police and the mother arrived to tearfully collect her child. For her exemplary service in her job and to her community, Chyanne received 2 awards for her actions. She was pinned by the National Association of Letter Carriers and was also presented with a plaque. When asked why she did what she did, Chyanne said that she was just happy that she was there to help when there was someone in need. I'm not a hero, she said. I was just at the right place at the right time. I'm glad that the parents were reunited with their kids safe and sound. I love my job at the post office. If a child was in need, I would step in to help again. Cases cracked. I want to give a very big thank you to SimpleMost.com, Fox News, TheInnerSane.com, KTLA.com, TheBL.com, Moms.com, Fox 5 San Diego, and LittleThings.com. Being in the right place at the right time, that's a really key thing for these cases, and I think that's why it's so important that we try to raise exposure so that people know what's happening, and if they are in the place at the right time, they know how to act. A big part of that is making sure that you have those emergency alerts on your cell phone turned on, particularly for Amber Alert information, Silver Alert information. I know those emergency alerts can sometimes be annoying. Sometimes they buzz in your phone really loud. But just think, what if you saw an elderly person while you were walking down the street, you didn't think anything of it, and then later you find out that you actually had an emergency alert, you just didn't see it because you had it muted. We want to take advantage of those situations, and we need to make sure that everyone has the right information to do that. So please make sure you're not muting those emergency alerts. I just love that. It's really 3 stories we're talking about, but 2, we have a group of kids, and then we have Chyanne. And these are just such great examples of caring about your community. And it's great to know that we have letter carriers like that. Someone that, we have these people come around our homes day after day, and they can certainly notice if something's up or not, and in Chyanne's case, actually respond to it. I just think that it's awesome that she was able to help in both of those cases. But there's something about the kids that really tugs at my heart. It almost sounds like, oh, the kids just heard that there was a lady missing and they wanted to play that afternoon, and they figured they were going to go ride their bikes and look for this woman. But the steps they took, actually a bit smarter than that. To get up on the hill and to look for her there, and to not give up, and even to the point at the end of the day when they're coming in home, they're searching their area, and that's when they actually find her. Just really shows you that they weren't just out playing for the day. I'm pretty sure these kids were serious about finding her because they actually did. They did something that, police resources and other community members couldn't. And yeah, there's always an element of being in the right place at the right time that comes into play with that. But when you have a group of 11-year-olds on bikes, they can get around a community pretty quickly. So I think that's an awesome idea. I also love the approach that Chyanne took when she told the girl that she was lost. Just having that experience to know to approach her in that way to make sure that she wouldn't run, really, really clever. I'm glad that she was aware of the situation and had that experience to do that. It was just a great way for these stories to come out. And remember, back to the point about the kids, it doesn't matter how old you are, a little interest and a little caring can go a very, very long way. Hope you guys enjoyed those stories as much as I did. Once again, a big thank you to Christy Arnhart, and hope it inspires you guys. All of us can step in cases like this and help. And I love that you guys are there supporting me, supporting Searchlight, and supporting all the help that we're trying to give that way. But sometimes you need to be the right person in the right place and have that right little piece of knowledge. And I love that we have these stories to share with you guys for that. Take care, everyone. I'll see you back here on Wednesday with a brand new episode of Searchlight on the Lord and Arts channel.